Hello everyone, we are starting our day 2 podcast here. Hopefully this is going to run much more smoothly than yesterday.
We don't have chat up here, do we?
Not yet. Yeah. It's right here. So I'm going to work on getting the YouTube chat going. I'm going to ask people to start sharing around the link to Facebook and whatnot. We'll get this thing rolling. The convention doesn't actually open its doors for another 5 minutes to the VIPs. So you guys are getting a little bit of an early viewer today, but not as early as it was yesterday. Bear with me, it's going to be a couple minutes before I get that chat going.
So we can't see the chat right now, but how are you all doing? I thought so.
Wow, that great, huh?
Mm-hmm. This was just like that one time that we can't talk about publicly. You know the time.
Are you talking about that time or the other one?
No, the second time.
What about the third?
Look. That was,
oh right, we don't okay, the honest mistake one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look.
gotcha.
How was I supposed to know the lemurs were going to get out?
I mean, lemurs were a little bit of a surprise to everybody, but
yeah, fine. The electrician didn't suspect a thing.
Keep telling yourself that. Oh, apparently it's going to make us do it this time.
Yes. 37. Oh, it was the right one this time.
Oh my goodness.
It was like the middle one every single time.
Progress. We are making progress.
Oh, we're all wearing the new ones today.
Yep. Alright, we have our YouTube live chat is available for use. So if anybody's out there, feel free to say hi.
So it'll show up now?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a test. If you're watching this, press 1.
Which there aren't.
There aren't? 0 viewers.
That's okay.
Excellent.
They'll join us. Maybe they're more groggy than we are.
That's impossible.
That's impossible, even for a computer, huh? Yep, it's working. Delay is about 7 seconds. For now, yes. I was trying to get it so it wasn't staring at the back of our heads when we're standing there, but I mean, I don't want us to completely not be in either. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll adjust if we need to. Share. I'm going to go ahead and share it to the page if you haven't done so already.
Put the link in there. 9:30, we should have people, VIP showing up soon.
No, it's not going to let me do it that way. Fine.
Yes. You're Scotty.
Okay.
Yes. So also, since we have a lot of lanyards, if they donate multiple books and want multiple lanyards, they can take as many lanyards up to how many they donate. going to post the "for legal reasons that's a joke" meme in the Discord.
In the Discord? You gonna put? How about you put it in the comments of the video that I'm about to share?
Because I can't.
Oh snap! Publish.
Actually, I could put it in general.
So the convention has now officially opened to the VIPs. They'll have about a half-hour early access today. We realized when we got back to our room yesterday that the buttons were flying off the table. So we're going to have to limit how much we're giving out the rest of our days here.
I made sure to insert them into different little bags so we had an equal number for all 5 days.
He says they're equal number, but he didn't count.
You don't need to count. If you put one in each bag, then you put another in each bag. You saw me do it.
Yes, I did.
Alright, here's what I put on Discord.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, we do have a Discord. And Dylan just shared a valid meme there that for legal reasons must be shared.
Yes. So, disclaimer, 90% of what I say is not actually true. The thoughts and opinions said by those of people on the live stream are their own and are not reflective of Twin Suns as a whole.
It's a miracle we're still alive.
This bag back and we're good.
New York Yankees.
And then I'll go disappear.
Whoever installed our shit. Are you live streaming? I said shit.
How was the archive party?
Dang, nabbit.
We've said worse.
Was it?
I think we've said worse.
I saw that video with you, the bootios there.
Gross, right? 40-year-old cereal there, just chopping.
That buzz is annoying, Gordon says.
Well, it is what it is. I can't do anything about the buzz. It's the lights above us.
Oh, you know what we need? We need a rolling Alright, for next time, we need a rolling chair for this setup so we can go like stream and back. I think it's called like the Jefferson.
But yeah, I mean, as soon as you're like...
Alright, you're getting too extravagant over there.
Alright, I'm good. That's all I need.
It's like the chair.
Yes, sir.
Yay, test successful. How we doing, Gordon?
Today's going to be way more ridiculous than yesterday.
How'd you guys do yesterday? Was it good?
Ooh, a ton of crap.
Yeah? We realized we were running low on buttons pretty quickly.
Yes. Well, we had these punch cards and we're over halfway out.
It is crazy how many people came by.
1,000 cards.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 1,000 buttons, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah.
This and what the tables are daily allotment now.
I leave in the corner over there.
Like most con swag, first come, first serve. So some good news today. It's the official insider's guide for the celebration. We actually made the list this time on page 53. To be fair, it's in alphabetical order, so not much we can do about that.
There was one on the table. I don't know where it is.
So the final book tally yesterday was 27 donated, a little more than half of which were brand new. We'll be taking those to Children's Hospital Chicago on Tuesday next week. We had a few guys bring full backpacks full of books near the end of the convention yesterday. It was kind of fun. Not so much for them though, because they had to fill out a bunch of raffle tickets.
Swag, right? That was.
No, it's still good. It's good. Thank you.
You already got everything out of here?
There was nothing in there.
Alright, this is just documentation. You guys want the raffle tickets?
No, you can keep them.
You don't think you'll need them? Such confidence. So it'll be interesting to see today how busy it is. Yesterday was a little bit of an outlier because there were no panels or anything else. The show floor was the only thing open. And today there are obviously going to be a bunch of panels. Let's see what I got for you. There you go. It could be the light above us too, Gordon. The thing is very noisy. France. Which of us is in France? Oh, I missed you, Richard. How you doing, Richard? Okay, good. Yeah, we have that light right above us. Day 2 officially started for the VIPs 7 minutes ago. For everybody else, they'll be getting in about 23 minutes. I'm doing well so far. So I think there's about a 7 to 10 second delay between what we're seeing on your guys' comments and what you're probably hearing from us. But so far, at least on our end, it's saying that the stream itself is smooth. So hopefully that's what you're all seeing too. Huh. Wasn't that bad when I was looking earlier, but you are on the other side of the planet, Gordon. Oh look, we got a guest star. So the droid builders are not too far from us. That's why they have that droid racing track not too far from us too. You check out the Twin Suns Facebook page, we posted a bunch of photos. I believe one of them was the racetrack. They're also the ones responsible for the loudspeakers every so often.
I think you left them up there.
Yeah, well, all the Trekkies would be a little irritated if we stole the transporters. So a bit of a recap from yesterday. Episode 9 panel. Guys, Dylan, do you know when the episode 9 panel was supposed to be? It was 11 a.m.? 11?
I know we have one at 11. We're already in there though.
Okay. So yeah, I'm being told it's about 11 a.m. Which, I guess, is in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. I'm hoping that idea helps. So we did a little scouting before the convention opened this morning. Dylan ran around with a map of the convention floor and marked up on our map where everybody had books for sale. That way we can point to where people can pick up some books for the donation, and hopefully helps them get a few more to us. Hey Dylan, what's our tally until 1,000? 35? We are 35 books away from 1,000 donated total since we were incorporated back in 2017. Time flies. To Jason jokes? He wasn't really on the live stream much yesterday, so yeah, the Jason jokes flew after the convention. Let's just say it's probably a good thing we didn't stream any of that. Thank you for the subscription, Bradley. We don't do overly much on our YouTube channel yet, but we probably will be doing so in the future. Turns out she's going to Celebration. That's a shame. There must be something going on with the Google search engine. Hopefully she stops by. Hey, if she comes with books, she might even win some prizes. Are we on your guys' side?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Well, that's where we just need more volunteers, Gordon. So yes, we're debating possibly streaming one of our quote-unquote after parties. They get kind of crazy though, so that might be detrimental to our efforts. There is some vintage stuff around, Bradley. I haven't been able to get out of the booth too much, so I haven't really had a good look around. That might be a good question for when some of the others get on the live stream a little bit. But we do definitely have vintage collectors around here.
That's all right.
So for everybody watching, we're actually kind of on the far side of the convention from the entrance. It's going to be taking a little bit of time for people to slowly filter over here, especially those who are getting in here for the first time today. They've got a lot to look at before they get to us. But also in our immediate area is the food court, which is helping with traffic flow, obviously. We have the 501st Legion. Let's see, where's the camera pointing? It would be to the right of the camera. Can't really point at it though because we have dividers in the way and there is another row of vendors and whatnot. So our prizes today were Revan, Jaina, and shirts. Okay. So those are our prizes for today. Those two, and then we have, I think, a couple of Twin Sun shirts. Darth Revan going there. Always popular. Like I said, I haven't been able to get around the floor too much, but the only Revans I've seen are all going for about 50 bucks still. Here's some of the shirts. There you go. Excellent, Ridge. I had to get myself a couple of each. That way I could justify opening up one of them. Yeah, that would be really awesome. There was a tweet from Hasbro a few months back where they were saying they were considering doing a Legends line. They'd definitely be open to it. So that might be part of the reason why they didn't allow any of the EU characters to be in their last fan vote. And they specifically stated that they might be saving them for a Legends line. I know we have the Facebook page on just covering exactly what the fans wanted for Legends figures. And I think it was Satil Sean and Mara Jade that won the Black Series Bulls. Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. I wonder if they just don't have the ability to legally release any under the SWTOR license. Speaking of, we do actually have some SWTOR booths around here, including cosplayers. Yeah, I would too. And my wallet would hate me for it. Was that guy a Sith from SWTOR? The mask looked a little off, so I think it was. What's that? I think so. Looked pretty cool. So we're expecting to see a lot more cosplayers today. Most of the Final First was out of costume yesterday. Likely just because the whole convention floor was just full. It would have been very difficult to maneuver and that stuff.
Alright, we got 15 people. We have 15 people. Yeah, okay. Let's stop myself there. See, here's what I'm gonna do. When I don't have a joke, but I want to pretend I have a joke, I'm gonna start saying a joke and say, like, I shouldn't say that. I'll stop myself.
This is what he's like. So we did have a question I couldn't really answer too well because I haven't been wandering the floor, but you had one before earlier. And somebody was wanting to know if there were a lot of vintage figures out there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not all of them in packaging, but yeah, you can find them.
You can find vintage figures out there. Not all in packaging. That means they might be a little more affordable.
Chat, can you hear me from where I'm standing, or do I have to be closer to the mic?
Could you hear what you just said? They got the sit back light over back there.
This is a long delay.
Gordon was saying it's about 20 seconds from where he's at.
Well, that's because he's like on the other side of the planet.
That's exactly what I said.
He's also upside down.
I think it's a Sith acolyte. We have a SWTOR cosplay guild group at the end here.
Yeah, I saw her yesterday.
Yeah, then we have a Maryland Jedi.
Probably,
Might be coming back across next few minutes.
Probably Luminara.
Though she might also be setting up their booth. Yeah, it looks like a Sith acolyte to me.
Oh, he heard that. Okay.
Look,
Look, it's not my fault your country lost the war to evil.
it's like 2 miles away.
I think it was.
Far.
If he comes back this way, flag him down for a live stream.
I don't know. I put
So
it in
I'll
my
ask him
pillow
for
and
a
chose the
couple.
nearest one. He's like, go a little bit further. I want to have a cigarette. He's like, 15 minutes. He goes, okay, go to the other 2 miles.
This is very fun to watch. Flow.
He's like, okay, 7 minutes. I'm like, all right, we'll do that one.
Well, I'm hoping we could be at least somewhat entertaining.
But we also needed to get gas.
Here comes Bill.
We were coming back in the other night. Totally out of gas.
Maps can help you find yourself? So we did mark down where we found all the books. Dylan was saying something about some hardcover EU novels out there, which are obviously some rare finds. Hopefully it's not that bad for everybody else, Gordon. Are you donating? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you donating?
I'm going to swap the boss. And I've got Quinlan already. So I just want to get the boss. I bought two
So we actually have
the boss packs.
so we discounted in Orlando.
Yeah,
I don't think we did, because it didn't get donated.
which triggered me to
Alright, we have 34.
So, this is a donation that actually happened in Orlando that Bill brought back with him. We had actually forgotten to donate it, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that gets to Children's Hospital Chicago this time around. It is Star Wars Omnibus Early Victories. So,
it's got the
this is Rebellion era.
yeah, it's got the Splinter in the Mind's Eye comic version in there.
Splinter of the Mind's Eyes in here.
Basically, post New Hope.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really following the New Hope.
Yeah, definitely.
Some good artwork in here.
Hence the title.
Yes.
That is 100%.
Luminara.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can start flagging down some of these cosplayers for you guys.
They both were, but they had
No,
Some
I
good
think-
artwork.
I think they
Yeah.
specifically said that Luminara wasn't really.
They do have some comic book omnibuses for sale on the show floor too. Kind of. No. That's the worst part of our job. My collection could use this.
Theirs
Are
was
we
definitely
doing
human
today's?
in episode 2 too. Because it was definitely a human playing her without any makeup.
Well, yeah, but like a lot of the characters cut. This is the thing about the prequels no one understands is that like a lot of the Jedi were not CG; they were actually in costume. And like,
Yeah.
that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and theirs didn't have any like
Like the whole reason we are wanting to do these things is because they're not running costumes in, is because they couldn't get the actors on the.
The Trivial Pursuit still there, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I think Jared from Dark Forces 2. He was originally one where they retconned that.
Dan, not that I was.
Did you guys ask any of the questions from the list yesterday that was on the computer?
A few.
They had a lot of stuff.
We kind of got distracted talking about other stuff.
Well, that's good. They're conversation starters.
Yeah.
What book is that?
Let's see if we can get this going. So I asked the guys a few of these questions a couple days ago. They aren't the easiest, at least not all of them. Alright, do you guys know which questions got asked yesterday? Never mind, they're busy. Some of these are repeats, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, and I'm also sorry for whatever they did. Which one do you want to start with? Should you start with an easy one? Easy one. Alright, easy question. What was Queen Amidala's birth name?
Oh, that's easy.
I said it was an easy question.
It's actually funny because I've had talked to a lot of people like who are reading Plagueis, and it's like they're getting Padme's name wrong. It's like, no, it's not wrong. Just keep reading. It's kind of like when people are reading Black Fleet Crisis and they're like, this blatantly contradicts the prequels. And it's like, keep reading. Like you don't want to say anything. Sand, that is incorrect.
Good guess, though. Right? Good guess.
Naberi.
Yep, there you got it. So one of the best things about the expanding universe, when you're trying to talk about specific characters with other people, is nobody pronounces the names the same way. No, he just made a Line Simulator 2019 reference, and you didn't do it. What's wrong? Okay.
All right. Here's a difficult one. So there's a pen name that was written in a few Star Wars books called James S.A. Corey. It's actually two people who are a duo. What are the names of the two writers who make up James S.A. Corey?
Shoot, I couldn't even give you one.
They wrote like Honor Among Thieves and some other things.
Yeah, it actually went by yesterday. I think they've got it at the booth now, finally. I'll get a photo of it for you later, Terry.
Morning. There we go. Life-size Datacron? No.
Yeah, it's over at the Swift Tour booth. I can see it where you're sitting. Well, not now, somebody's in the way.
Alright, so I guess no one knows who James S.A. Corey is? Alright, I'm not going to give you the answer.
It does look pretty cool. Maybe you can save that one for later?
Oh, you know what else is cool? That announcement that we have, that we were totally going to make yesterday.
Yeah, but
before technical difficulties.
You know what? We decided that we wanted to do announcements Fridays anyway.
So is it actually up? Let me check.
It is not actually up.
Okay.
It is something we can put live, though. It
Can't
is.
hear very well.
That's a good amount of people here.
All right, let's get this going here.
Well, it's all the new stuff, so.
Oh, I found some we're not live, are we?
We are.
Man.
Oh, we
So
are.
the next thing that's getting donated.
Dylan's not behaving.
No, he's not. He rarely does.
So I found some collectibles figures from Rogue One. And they were $2 a piece. These were the
Good
12
price for anybody that wants those.
They were the 12-inch figures.
Jar Jar in the wheelchair. I must have missed that one.
Jar Jar in a wheelchair? What?
Yeah. I must have missed that one.
I got a notification from my Star Wars Celebration app today that said to me, "Welcome to Day 2 of Star Wars Celebration. Whether you traveled here by TIE Fighter or X-Wing, we are so excited that you are with us." That's nice.
Are they actually excited that we're with them? I think they are.
Maybe.
Come on, we're making this show a thing.
We are. We are. The party is here.
Okay.
What are you working on?
I am working on our announcement going live, which we have not said yet. The announcement.
The announcement, the big one.
Yeah, the big announcement.
I saw Katie, the droid.
She came by. She actually was driving past the live stream for everybody. It was awesome. All right.
I got a selfie with her.
Did you?
Yeah.
We'll have to put it on the page for us.
Yeah. It's not a very good selfie, but it's a selfie, so.
Let's see. Okay. So, Dylan, we are live.
Excellent.
So for about that announcement, we decided that today was a good day to go ahead and launch our next fundraiser. Kind of what we do is we like to donate books to children's hospitals, libraries, feel-free libraries. We've done correctional facilities, all sorts of things. Most recently, we actually added rec centers to that list.
I'm going to go to the art show to see if I can find Dave.
And we decided to go ahead and do another fundraiser. So our goal this time is $1,250. We are going to be raising funds for two separate events. One of the events is going to be in the Phoenix area, and the other in the Southern California area. We haven't specifically chosen our targets yet, but that fundraiser is already live on our website. We will be running that fundraiser until the middle of May. We got the Sith Acolyte, possibly. Nope, sorry guys, going the other way. So go ahead and check out our website on the donate page. That should be live now. You should be able to check it out. I believe we're actually offering 2 perks this time around. First perk is $50, the Wild Knights chat. It's basically your way to have a direct line of communication with us regularly on Discord. We actually often go to the Wild Knights chat whenever we're looking for some more insights and more ideas from anybody else who's willing to help us get some stuff done. And the other perk is something that we talked to Matt Wilkins about. Matt does a couple of podcasts, one of which he likes to offer guest spots on, the Princes of the Universe podcast. And he said he'd be happy to offer up his typical perk for $100. You guys get to guest star on one of his episodes of Princes of the Universe, which is always entertaining, especially when you're Dylan.
So funny. Yeah, well, we know Matt's quite a character, so.
Matt's always fun.
Yeah.
Cheering? Well, they have the live stage over there.
I've seen several booths that were selling Revan figures. They're all over the place. I've only seen one booth with Jaina so far, and they only have like a couple of figures.
See pricing on them?
25.
25 on the Jaina? What about the Revan?
Most of the Revans have been 20 to 25.
Okay. So I know there's one over there for 50.
A Revan figure?
Yeah.
Wow. The Black Series Revan?
Yep.
The one that we're giving as a prize for a raffle?
Yep.
That you bought on Amazon for what, $25?
Cheaper, actually. I think it was about 20.
They probably don't know that they mass market reproduce them.
Probably not. Terry was asking if we could get a picture of the holocron that the SWTOR guys have.
Yeah, I can get a picture. I was by their booth earlier.
I would use my phone, but it's kind of being used to connect to all of you guys right now, so it's not mobile.
I'm kind of like the photographer this week.
Yeah.
I've just been,
But you're doing a good job.
I'm enjoying walking around and seeing all the cool stuff. There's really cool exhibits here and really cool cosplays. I haven't gotten that many pictures of cosplayers just because, you know, the complications of that.
Yeah, you gotta ask. Exactly.
Having to ask and then explain your entire Facebook page and what, you know. Like, yeah, this is where I'll be posting it, and this is, yeah.
How do
So
you give
dabbled in that just yet.
How do you give the whole Twin Sun spiel in like less than 45 seconds, right?
Yeah, I'll also ask them if we can post their cosplay on their page.
And being coherent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we could ask another question. Dylan asked a pretty tough question. I started with the easy one right there, so that was good already. So, Amelia, since I picked the last one, why don't you go ahead and pick one?
Okay. What was Obi-Wan's final promise to Qui-Gon Jinn?
Good question. No?
Where Dave Dorman's supposed to be?
Dave Dorman?
Yeah. Does anyone in chat know where Dave Dorman is supposed to be?
Is it still updating? It doesn't look like it's updating what you're saying unless they've gone silent. Yep.
There you go. You got it.
Yes, it is still updating.
It is definitely the train Anakin. So it looks like some are starting to slowly filter around to us. The main doors are actually open to everybody now.
So, Brian, what are you excited about today?
I want to see how many books we can get. I was quite impressed with the 27 we got. What was that? Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, no, definitely waiting to see how many books we get. We had 27 yesterday.
That's really impressive.
I want to see if we can top that. I guess we technically got one already today, but it was from Orlando that Bill brought us. He's like, oh, right, we found this in the car. We forgot to donate it. So yeah, we're going to make sure that gets to Children's Hospital of Chicago instead.
Yeah.
All the way from Orlando.
So, this year to get an author signing, you have to buy one of their books from the official vendors. So Timothy Zahn's going to be signing today, so I brought all of my Timothy Zahn books, but I have like all of the ones that I want. So I'm probably going to buy one, so that I can get them to sign my books, and then donate the one that I don't need.
So Amelia is probably going to be gone for about 4 hours just to get that signature.
Probably.
This is not being donated?
No. That's on the QR road. That's there.
Where are your donations? Okay, there we go.
Oh, nice.
You're donating those to me, right?
Does that count as 4 or does that count as 6?
It's 6 books.
Does
Six
it count
books.
as 6?
It's 6. That counts as 6.
Okay, that means he gets 6 raffle tickets.
So it is a box set, Scholastic, of episodes 1 through 6.
So I think Bill gets 6 raffle tickets.
We will not be in the panel. You actually had to get in the raffle, and they don't let exhibitors have raffle tickets.
And
That's not
also we wouldn't be able
Or
to.
the
We
lottery,
wouldn't
sorry,
even
lottery.
if we were allowed to be in the panel, we wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to stream it.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, we wouldn't be allowed to stream it, but I'm sure they'll be uploading some sort of footage on the interwebs at some point.
Yeah, we'll be on all day though, so if you dip out and come back, we won't be offended. We understand.
I have several.
Yeah, this is every single one of the movies in Scholastic form. That's kind of cool. I didn't know they made one of these.
So I guess Bill gets 6 raffle tickets for donating.
Technically, yes. If he wants them. Yeah, this is perfect.
We're
Good
doing
find.
great,
Good
Mary.
find.
How are you doing?
Good find, sir.
Matt, you might want to steal this. I actually had this when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it. We had it. It was one of the few toys
Well, thank
I
you
had
for popping
at
in, Stella. We're glad to have
our
you here.
vacation place. And then we sold that, and I don't know what happened to it.
Food gathering adventure game.
It was fun.
So this is a purchase that Bill made.
Eat your heart out, Matt.
Matt can be jealous if he's out there.
Hey, Bill. Guess how much that plush Wookiee, Ewok costs? Did you see the
I
price?
just went over there, and it was interesting to buy, but $8.50.
Yeah,
850.
There's this wonderful Ewok plush. It's about like half my height. It's really cute. I was thinking it would be maybe $45 or something like that.
Nope.
It's $850
It's insane.
for an Ewok, for a plush Ewok.
Look, they're
It
very
looks
proud
just like
of their Ewok.
Yub Nub that Matt has. Maybe a little bit
I
smaller,
bet
but not
I
much.
could. I bet I could go to Build-A-Bear and build myself an Ewok for way less than that.
Yep.
Alright, I'm heading out again. Okay.
Bye, Bill.
See ya.
Find some cool stuff.
Have fun out there.
Are you gonna
Find
buy that
more cool
Ewok?
stuff.
No, I'm not buying that.
What's wrong with you? Buy the Ewok.
That's more than I make in a month. But that's about as much as I make.
That one is the round books?
I wouldn't be surprised if the official Star Wars website has it. I thought I saw somebody post about that this morning, but I could be wrong on that too.
Yeah. They're starting the episode 9 panel, for those of you who are curious, starts at 11 p.m. local time, at 11 a.m. local time. So that's about an hour from now. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be live streaming it online or if it'll be uploaded later.
I would imagine they'll live stream it.
Yeah, they haven't given us this information.
Shannon will not be at the celebration, no. She has not been able to attend the last couple of them.
Who knows? Maybe one day.
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe.
if she makes a sudden improvement, we can
You never
hope.
know.
We can hope.
They are making some great strides in curing research, so you never know. There have been more crazy miracles out there.
Like us getting off the ground and being a functioning charity.
Yeah, that's a legit miracle.
I'm surprised we ever got anywhere, much less, two conventions later, nearly 1,000 books later.
Billboard,
Yeah.
all that crazy stuff that we did.
Yeah.
Got some cosplayers kind of sneaking off to the side here. Definitely more people in costume this time around. It was good. So I think what we're going to do today is probably rotate in and out between the different team members. That way you don't get too bored with some of us, and that way you're not stuck with some of us for too long. Although in Dylan's case, it's probably going to be like 5 minutes.
So if you like, we can do some more trivia where you guys can, you know, this is kind of an open forum, so you can ask us anything about Twin Suns, about the convention, or about us. Keep it PG-13, preferably.
Preferably.
This is a family-friendly convention.
And we do donate to children.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Which one?
This one here. Let's see. Oh, that is easy. I always found that one interesting. This one I always misheard. I'll be interested to know if anybody actually knows that line.
I do not know that line.
I didn't either.
Okay, are you guys ready for trivia? We just got a good trivia question.
I was going to wait for the speakers to finish.
That's some music in the background.
That's droid racing. We can't hear you. What's that? Nice. Okay. Nice.
I don't know if y'all can hear us, but that's the droid racing. They're doing their music. It's really loud.
And I think it's wrapping up. Now. Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
So, droid racing.
Droid racing.
Fun to listen to. So we do have a question for you guys. And I lost it. Where's that? Okay. So this is one I've always misheard. I'll be curious to know if anybody knows the line. When on Kamino, how did Obi-Wan ask R4 to contact the Jedi Council?
I think only the person who gave us this list is going to know the answer.
And I'm told this list came from a book, so this is a legitimate quiz, list of quiz questions.
Oh, I just
from that
thought
book.
she made this list out of her own expertise.
Nope.
I mean, I bet she could.
Nope. She said she had about an 82% on the book, which was impressive. Was impressive.
So,
Yeah. They're in the middle of answering a question. Yeah.
all right. If you are coming to Celebration tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Alexander Freed will be signing at the Del Rey booth. So if you happen to have a copy of Perd's Tyrant's Test, you should definitely get that signed by him, because I doubt anyone else will.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of silence out there.
Oh, actually, John Jackson Miller's signing at 4 tomorrow as well.
Nice. I don't think I have any of his books.
So I guess we can ask the
They're
question
selling
one more
Kenobi
time.
at the,
Sweet.
It's
That is
asked-
a Star Wars book I do not own.
What?
That is the Star Wars book I do not own. It is so hard for me to find Star Wars books I do not own.
So it's
buy Kenobi.
Yeah, I could.
So that question one more time for y'all. When on Kamino, how did Obi-Wan ask R4 to contact the Jedi Council? 21. So I think we just had 21 books come in.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Yes, we did in fact just have 21 books get donated to us. I think most of them look like they're used, so they'll probably end up at a Rin Network location, which if you have not found out what the Rin Network is, it is a collection of locations currently just around the United States, but hopefully around the world soon, where you guys can donate, mail your extra Star Wars books to. We'll get them homes, like little free libraries, schools, that sort of thing. You can find out more information on our website. Can't remember which tab it's under. I think Rin Network has its own tab.
It has its own tab.
I think it's Book Drive. The Book Drive tab.
That is it. That's sweet. We're closer to our goal. 5 minutes, and we're not positive that it's being live streamed.
We're not. I can tell you it will not be on this channel.
Yeah,
We don't have access.
We do not have the permission to do that, so we're just the party on the floor where the regular con goers are going to pass us by. Thank you, Richard.
This is the interesting part. So the downside of donating so many books at once is you have to fill out the backside of 21 tickets when you donate 21 books.
I think they will definitely be leaving with a raffle prize by the end of the day.
Yeah, they have a pretty good chance. Say they just gave themselves pretty close to a 50% chance.
Yeah.
On every poll.
Yeah. Let's see how many books we are to 1,000 now because I cannot do the math in my head.
I think it's going to be 14. No, it might even be lower than that now because we had the other one.
We are now 7 books away from donating 1,000 books.
Excellent.
That's very exciting.
What's that? Yeah, we can show them off. Just finish what you're doing. We'll get them over here. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Yeah, that's we're very close to our goal of donating 1,000 books.
There's the Jar Jar in the wheelchair.
We just saw Jar Jar in a wheelchair.
That's
Actually,
that's
it's more like a guy in a wheelchair with Jar Jar's head on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jar Jar's head on a walking stick is really what that is.
It looks like a beheaded Jar Jar and is carrying his head around like a
I mean, you know, I'm sure Matt empathizes with that.
Oh, Christopher Nelson answered the question. That is
Close. Very close. Very close. I always misheard this line, Chris, so I was very surprised when I saw it. But when I saw it and read it, I was like, yep, that's what he said. So the answer, you want to give the answer? I gave the question.
Okay. So the question is, if you're joining us just now, when on Camino, how did Obi-Wan ask R4 to contact the Jedi Council? And the answer is Scramble Code 5 to Coruscant's care of the old folks' home. Neither Brian nor I knew that one.
Yeah, just bring them over when you're done.
Thank you guys.
You're awesome. We appreciate every single one of those. Okay, so we got quite the list. We got X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Great book. What's this one? We got Tyrant's Test, which was book, which one? 3 of, yeah, the final book of Tyrant's, the Black Fleet. We got Tales of the Bounty Hunters. Good book.
I should probably set these down because my hands are about to get full.
I'm not familiar with this one. Han Solo at Star's End. Nice. We got a copy of Aftermath. This is proving that, yes, in fact, we will donate any Star Wars book. We got, this is Paradise Snare. Okay. Another copy of X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Copy of Heir to the Empire.
I don't know if you guys have heard of this book, but it's apparently really good.
That's what I've been told.
That's what I've been told.
I heard there's even an audiobook.
Really? Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah, apparently this author is going to be here today, so, you know, I don't know. I should ask him if his book is any good.
So you got another
copy of Heir to the
second
Empire.
copy. Nice. You got
Dark Force Rising.
Dark Force Rising is a good one.
And
I'm told.
Following that previous sequence, The Last Command.
Oh, was there a trilogy for that?
There was a trilogy. Apparently
wow.
I don't know, apparently that author was so good that they asked him to come back twice.
Wow.
I think he wrote some more books, though, didn't he?
I think so.
I think so. He wrote a couple more. You know, probably a couple prequels. And
I heard that.
Yeah.
I guess he's a really popular author.
Apparently, you know, Timothy Zahn. Has anyone heard of this guy?
What else
we've got the Lando Calrissian adventures.
Nice.
Yeah. Han Solo and the Lost Legacy.
Nice.
We've got Han Solo's Revenge. This is exciting. It's like Christmas. We've got a whole bunch of books here.
Oh, what's this? Spectre of the Past. Was this also by that Zahn guy?
It's also by that Zahn guy. Wow, they really liked him, I guess. We've got Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Always fun to have some tales.
Yeah. we got Before the Storm.
Book 1 of the Black Fleet Crisis. We had book 3 earlier.
Yeah. Card merchandise. Is this part of the? Is this part? Is this a standalone? Book three of the Bounty Hunter Wars. We've got Showdown at Centerpoint. Yeah, we don't know who that Zon guy is anyway, Aussie.
Can you guys look that up for us?
Find out who Timothy Zahn is.
I mean, we've apparently got our hands full of books now.
We've got The Tyrant's Nest.
Is that book 2?
Yeah.
So we got the full Black Fleet Crisis trilogy.
And we have another copy of that Dark Horse Rising by that Zahn guy.
Man, that Zon guy's like half of these books.
I know, right? Like, he's really popular.
That's
They must
crazy.
really like him.
It's crazy.
Hey, do you think our recipients of these books will like them?
So that was a good number of books that just got donated, and we're barely getting started here on day 2.
Mary, if you're on Facebook, if you have pics of your Star Wars collection, please feel free to message them to our page, Twin Sons Foundation.
Yep.
We would love to see pictures of your Star Wars collection.
There are a lot of EU groups that would love to see those too.
Definitely. Yeah. So, Brian, how many Star Wars books do you think you have back at home?
Oh dear. So there's a bit of a story to this. I purchased my first home back in 2014. When I was looking for a home, I had very few criteria. One of those criteria, because I live in Arizona, is it has to have a history of no scorpions in the house. That's a given, because my house is at threat of being burnt down if I see any. The second criteria, though, was I had to have an entire room dedicated to having Star Wars books and the rest of my library in there, but basically a library room. I know, shocking, me, a library room. I probably have about half of the books in there are Star Wars books. And most of them are obviously Legends books. There are a good number of them that are also RPG, like source books from the Wizards of the Coast era. I think I got the re-release of the old West End Games books too. But I would probably guess probably in the neighborhood of 120 to 150, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a few.
Between my novels and comics, I think I'm close to like 200 Star Wars.
I don't doubt it. There are so many good ones.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. Matter of fact, if I probably went home and started counting them, I'd probably surprise myself.
I used to share a room with my sister, and one day she was bored, and I'm like, do you want to count all my books? I had like, and this was like all my books, not just my Star Wars books, so it was like up in the range of 400.
So Amelia, yeah, we do have a good cosplayer. Ask him if he wants to be on it first.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have some good cosplayers going by. Hopefully we can grab a few for you guys.
Yeah.
So Amelia, you said you had close to 200 books?
Close to 200 Star Wars books in that range.
So which
I think
one?
last time I counted it was like 180. But
So,
I've bought a lot more since then.
So is it a good mix of novels, comics, or just novels?
It's primarily novels, but I do have a good amount of comics. Like I'd say probably maybe about 10 comics.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get too deep in the comic side, which is why those Marvel Epic collections have been just awesome to find.
Yeah.
My parents actually gave me a Christmas present a couple of years ago. They managed to find somebody auctioning off on eBay a full set of the original Marvel run. So I got those just before they announced the whole comic 108. So I'm like, yeah, now I definitely got to get that. Ryan, what was the release date on 108? May 29th? May 29th.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. He's our go-to guy on that. He's really excited for it. I guess they're doing multiple covers for it and everything, and so he's getting multiple copies. So Amelia, between your whole collection, Lady Liberty Stormtrooper coming. Nice.
Wow.
So between all your books and your few comics, which would you say is your favorite? And if you don't have a favorite, which are your favorites?
Somebody asked me this question yesterday. It might have been Ryan. I don't know. I don't have a single favorite. Partly because it's been a long time since I've read some of them. I remember liking all the Paul S. Kemp books I read.
Okay. Yeah, he has some good ones.
Yeah.
Definitely has some good ones.
Yeah, he's the one who wrote Deceived, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I really like Deceived. I read that probably 2 or 3 times. That was enjoyable.
Deceived is a good book.
What was that one? I'm trying to think. There was this one book. I only read it once, but it was good. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's a standalone. It's a standalone novel.
Maybe one of these has a timeline in it. I don't.
Yeah, it was a newer one. It was written in like 2013 or 2014. So.
Okay, probably not any of these then.
Yeah.
These are a little bit older than that.
Yeah, most of them are.
Sample probably.
Yeah.
They won't be in these.
I don't remember what it was called, but I remember liking it, so that's very helpful.
Do you know what it was about?
Yeah, it was like the rebellion era, and this guy basically gets recruited by the rebellion in like basically the whole line of finding the Death Star plans.
Oh, okay. That would have been probably the Dark Horse series.
No, it was a standalone.
Damn it, standalone?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that sounded a lot like Kyle for a second there.
No, because it's like I think there's like this whole sequence of them recovering the Death Star plans.
Okay.
Before they actually get to Kyle Katarn.
Dylan definitely knows what that is. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know he knows.
It was written by the guy who wrote the Coruscant Night series.
Yeah. Okay.
And with Catherine, what's her name? I don't remember. She wrote The Last Jedi, as in the Legends version of The Last Jedi. A follow-up to the Coruscant Nights trilogy.
Yeah. Well, for anybody who's heard me before, it's obviously I Jedi. I read it every year. My favorite book to read.
I actually have that with me.
Do you?
Yeah. Like it's in my room. Got that at the Airbnb.
It's actually one of the few I've gotten signed by the author.
Nice.
For those who don't know, back in 2017, we were doing Celebration Orlando, and one of the only times I left the booth was to go get a signature, and that was because Wedge Antilles was here. And I was like, okay, there's a book, Back to War, X-Wing Back to War, it's actually dedicated to him. And I was like, I'm going to have him sign that. And he didn't know that there was a book dedicated to him, so I showed it to him, and then, yeah, he said he was going to go get a copy. That was great. I loved it. And, yeah, I think I shared the image with Stackpole on Twitter. He loved that, too. So.
Nice. That's impressive.
It's a good time. You just finished which one? We're talking about too many books.
I think she means I Jedi.
I Jedi? Ah, Terry, you're never actually done with I Jedi. See if I can get this book moving.
Yeah, we got quite a few books here. I'm really excited. We're now 7 away from our goal of having donated 1,000 books. So, yay! If you know anyone at Celebration, tell them to head our way. We're at booth 1339, and we are taking any and all book donations. These can be new or used. So new will go to the hospital at the end of the week, and any old books will go to one of our Written at Work locations where they'll be donated to free libraries or any hands that will take them. So yeah, it's kind of getting packed in here. Looks like this party's getting started.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Hey, do you guys want to do more trivia? We've got a ton of questions out here. Or if you have Q&A for us at Twin Sons Foundation, as long as it's family friendly. You can see we've had quite a few people stop by our booth. Some of them have known Twin Sons already, but we've had quite a few people who were not familiar with us, and we got to tell them about Twin Sons, and we had a few people ask how they could support us, so that's very exciting, getting more people on board with our cause. There's someone walked by with an Endor costume. Love it. So, I don't know how many of you out there cosplay, but if you could cosplay any Star Wars character, who would you cosplay? I want to see your answers to this. That's regardless of price and the work that goes into making a costume. who would you cosplay? You can cosplay anyone.
Is that,
Question is, who would you cosplay?
who would I cosplay?
Yeah, well, I'm asking them, but you can answer the question too. Out of any character, regardless of cost and.
So in 2006,
Do you want to sit down so you can be heard better?
Yeah, I was about to shift soon. In about 2006, I went to San Diego Comic Con. A friend of mine actually made me a costume. I was just a generic Jedi, but I had the full-on tabard going and everything. I had bought one of those expensive stun sabers. Both of them, yeah. We can start using the suitcase though. So yeah, I was just a generic Jedi. A lot of people actually mistook me for Anakin though, because it was kind of that darker color scene.
Ask them if they have any thoughts they can use.
With Lee?
My phone.
Yes, sir.
Um,
So Amelia, how about yourself?
I have quite a few I'd like to cosplay. Satya.
Steel?
I love her as a character. I love the outfit you traditionally see her in the games.
So they, did you see the custom steel lightsaber over at the SWTOR
Yes,
booth?
I did. The SWTOR booth has a custom Satya lightsaber.
It is a very
It's magnificent.
identifiable.
I think I took a picture of it and
Did
posted
you?
it on our page.
You guys should check that out. It is very
Yeah,
impressive.
I definitely got a few pictures of their booth, so I'll try and get some pictures of their holocrons. They have a Jedi holocron and a Sith holocron.
Okay. So Satele?
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Good
I get
choice.
told I should cosplay Jaina, and since she's one of my favorite characters, I'd probably do that.
You do her justice.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have the hair for it.
I think you would do Jaina justice.
Yeah. Mara's a personal favorite character of mine, so I would totally dye my hair red and do that, or get a wig or something, but she's just such a good character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the rest of you guys out there? I think there's about 13 of you watching. Any cosplayers out there? Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually a sin, I'm told. In 2017, we had a couple of cosplayers with us. They hated being called cosplayers.
What do they like being called?
They just didn't refer to themselves as cosplayers. I think it was more just in costume.
In costume.
Yeah.
Okay. What costumes would you wear, regardless of cost or the effort that would take to make it?
Yep. That's
Yeah, you didn't really answer the question. You said you had a generic Jedi costume, but you didn't say who you would costume as.
specifically, maybe my man Corian.
Are there any others you would want to cosplay?
Oh, see, generic Jedis are fun, but maybe an Imperial Guard. If I had the cash, I'd maybe go 501st Imperial Guard style. I always loved the red costume because it was so much different than everybody else's.
Ooh, I would love to have full Mandalorian armor.
Ooh, Mandalorian.
I don't know what my colors would be,
Go
but
Mando.
yeah, I would love to have full Mandalorian armor.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Maybe go maybe a Shadow Guard. Emperor's Shadow Guards are cool too. Basically, just a black version of the Red Guards. Only they had the pole saber staffs.
Nice. Ooh, we just saw Purple Twi'lek walk by.
Yep. It's kind of hidden in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that at all.
Pretty impressive head tails.
Yeah, she's there, kind of in the back right-hand side.
Yeah.
Walking away, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get a few walking towards. All right, Amelia, I think I'm going to leave you here
Oh boy.
and shift to the front.
Oh boy.
I'll catch
Where did
y'all
Dylan
in
go?
a bit,
I
but
don't know. Dylan seems to have disappeared.
Dylan is wandering again. I'm sure he'll fill in for me. Good luck.
Okay. Boy, well, we can do more trivia if you guys like. Yeah. Is there any topic you guys would like me to address? Because I don't really know what to talk about right now. I'm not good at improv. Also, I'm trying to multitask here. guys are excited about from Star Wars Celebration. We've got quite a few cool con attendees. I'll probably be heading over to pick up some Timothy Zahn books in about an hour or so. YouTube and see if anyone's actually watching the live stream, because I haven't really gotten questions on my end, so I'm gonna see if I can pull that up. Someone has an impressive cloak who just walked by. Yeah. Nate says he is working late, but he is with us in spirit. Okay, let me see if I can pull up the feed. And alright. Still trying to pull up the feed and see if there's any questions I'm not getting on my screen that are on YouTube. Apparently we've got 14 viewers with us. That's exciting. Thank you guys for joining. I just want to be able to get your questions live, and it's not really letting me. So let me try and pull this up. YouTube apparently did not see me as logged in, so I'm working on that right now, because I am not getting your questions live on the computer screen, so I'll try and pull them up on YouTube. If I can find those. Probably just gonna have to open the YouTube app. Let me see. Follow and technology doesn't actually work. Live chat. Alright. Okay, great. I have a whole bunch of comments that I've seen that I totally missed because of my screen not working. So let me see if I can try and catch up. Richard 2 says, "Make Star Wars EU great again." Yeah, I lost the feed of your comments about 10 minutes ago, it looks like. So yeah, there's quite a few comments. Let me catch up on these real quick. Dylan has not sung or danced yet. Sorry, Matt. Costume, not cosplay. Christopher. Which author would we love to have stop by the booth? Well, we'd love to see Timothy Zahn stop by the booth, I think. He's one of the few here who has written some expanded universe novels, but any author really would be great to have stop by. We'd love to have any of them find out about our cause, get involved. Timothy Zahn actually was given one of our wristbands a couple years ago, though. Someone plot first. Okay, so hi Ryan. This is not streaming the comments live anymore, so I pulled them up on my phone.
That's alright.
Sorry. So I'm reading your comments on my phone, but yeah, we'd love to have any authors stop by. Really, tell them about our cause. Yeah, the chat on the video is broken, so I am reading it from YouTube on my phone in answer to Aussie EV.
That's what happened yesterday.
Yeah. Video seems fine. Great EU comic book moment. Ooh. I mean, the one comic series I primarily read was Legacy, the first volume with Kate as the main character.
Yeah.
I liked the one in Claw of the Dragon. Well, Claw of the Dragon is probably my favorite. But I like the moment where he's kind of stuck in the Sith Pit Temple, and then Morgan rescues him, and it's like, who the F are you, lady? And she's like, I'm your mother.
I will say the first scene that jumped to my head was actually when Cade, like as soon as she said favorite EU moment, when Cade, I'm not going to spoil it, but he's stabbing someone. It's very near the end of the series, and he says, I am a Jedi. And he goes, but I won't say any more than that.
And of course, you have to mention stabbing when, you know, your twin son's live feed.
There's
just an ongoing joke about a stabbing.
Yeah. There's an example of someone who got stabbed in the EU.
Yeah. Hello, Captain Wilhelm. Coming in clear for you, Matt? Yeah, I know my stream's broken. I'm a little bit behind. I'm catching up with the comments. Okay, it looks like I'm caught up with your comments now.
Hooray.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still broken on our computer screen, but we can read the comments off my phone. Thank you for backup technology. So yeah. Ryan, we had a question a few moments ago where if you could costume as any Star Wars character, regardless of the cost or effort it would take to make that character costume, who would you do?
Yeah, and the first thing that jumped to my head was Darth Krayt.
Darth Krayt?
Yeah,
it's a pretty impressive
I got
one.
Legacy on the mind right now.
Yeah. Legacy is such a fun series. I love it. It's like, I think it's the first Star Wars series I picked up that was more adult oriented, and I was only about 15 at the time. I was like, what is this? That was a long time ago now, but
partly the reason I picked Darth Krayt is because he said besides the cost and effort, so I picked the most, probably hardest costume to do, and that would probably be it.
Yeah.
But it looked the coolest. And it feels like whenever I stop by other booths, I've been kind of walking around, and I'm like, hey, what's your deal? And then they tell me about them, and then they ask me about what my deal is, and I tell them about Twin Sons. And they say usually, oh, if I would have known, I would have brought my whole book collection. Yeah. But then I like, oh, well, you can mail it in. And then I give them a flyer for the Re-Network, so.
Nice. Good plan.
Yeah.
And then Mind Flayer says Legacy 2 is super underrated in my mind. Yeah, I haven't been able to get my hands on Legacy 2, so I haven't actually read it.
It was a thing near the end of the like the end of the EU's life cycle, so I think for that reason, a lot of people missed out on that one. And it also is really short. It's only like 18 issues long.
Hey, look at that costume we've got in the background.
Mrs. Mar.
It's pretty impressive.
Cool.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, that's pretty well done.
We love the EU character cosplays.
Yeah. Eckhart's Ladder says, hey y'all. Hey, back
hey
at
Eckhart's.
You. Yeah.
What's going on? We were talking about the Doge meme yesterday. And I'm like, wait, this guy still does that.
Nate from yesterday posted a message on our Facebook page. He said he wouldn't be able to join us because he's working late, but a shout out.
Bone Man?
Yeah, Bone Man Nate.
Bone Man Nate was very friendly yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Wilhelm says, I would either go as Bong or as Jason in the late New Jedi Order and Darth-esque, as both he and I have beards. Nice.
Yeah. Jason in the late New Jedi Order. He had a beard?
I don't remember that detail.
I mean, you're probably right. I mean, being tortured and held in captivity kind of makes your beard grow.
Yeah, that would
if I've
make
learned
sense.
anything from movies. Oh.
That would make sense.
Hey, they're together.
Nice. Oh. He's got a holocron. He's holding on to the stream.
I gotta get a picture of him. I'll be right back.
I'm fangirling. Oh, I'm fangirling. That looks impressive. I'm totally fangirling right now. Okay, are you guys able to see I'm blanking out on the character name. Hello, Viking Dude. It looks like it's still streaming on my phone. We've got that cool Sith cosplay. I'm blanking out on the character's name, but he's got a holocron and a pretty awesome lightsaber, and I am thoroughly impressed. I have not seen any of the classic Marvel costumes yet. Mind Flayer says they just recommended some EU books to their coworker. That's impressive. Hope they enjoy it. Ryan got an impressive I'm blanking out. He got an impressive costume. Darth Nihilus is amazing. Yeah, is he from Knights of the Old Republic? I haven't played it. I'm not familiar with all the characters. I know some of the names, but not too familiar. You're kind of the resident Star Wars nerd at work. Yeah, when I was in high school, I had a literature teacher who, whenever she referenced Star Wars, she'd just point to me like as if that were my name or something. It'd be like Star Wars. She actually had a son named Luke, and she was telling us how her older son was like 3 when he was born, and he was really disappointed that they didn't make his middle name Skywalker. But yeah. Yes, I know the life of being the resident Star Wars nerd. Okay, looks like our stream is paused. Okay, we're back. Yeah. We've got a good view of Dylan's face right now. Yeah, we've got plenty of people stopping by, finding out about our cause. It's really exciting. And we are now 7 books away from our goal of donating 1,000 books to various charities, hospitals, schools, anywhere they'll take them, and get Star Wars books in the hands of readers. Yeah, we hope to introduce more readers to Star Wars books, especially the Legend series. We'd love to see that. I think I just saw a General Grievous costume, which is very impressive. Yeah, I know our stream quality isn't working that well.
That was fun. Like,
Yeah.
the quality's bad?
Yeah, it looks like we paused for a moment.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of phasing in and out every now and then. It's not as bad as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let us know if there's any problems, like you can't hear anymore, or we just crash completely.
Yeah.
If you can, please. See any classic Marvel costumes, like a Zeltron?
Yeah, I haven't noticed any.
No. I would like to see Jackson. That'd be cool. Oh, there's cheering.
There's some cheering on the background.
I think the episode 9 panel's going on right now, if I'm not mistaken.
It starts at 11,
Oh,
so
okay.
10 more minutes till that starts.
Okay.
For the record, just because this question has popped up a couple times, no, we are not streaming it. We do not have the permissions to do that, so.
Also, we're kind of stranded here.
Right.
So, but you can see all the cool cosplays and stuff of people walking by.
Which is exciting.
What else? Darth Nihilus is amazing.
Is Darth Nihilus from Kodar?
Kodar 2, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The stream is getting kind of bad, but still going.
Yeah. Well, you can see the stream right here. So.
Okay, cool. What else has been going on? Any news?
We announced our fundraiser. We're doing a fundraiser. Yeah, we're doing a fundraiser. It's through middle of May, I believe they said.
I think so.
We're clearly
did Brian announce
Yes, Brian officially announced it.
Okay, then
we're clearly very well informed about what's going on.
I was just up there and he was back here, so.
Yeah, Brian announced it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, online.
Twin-sons.net.
Yes.
You can donate to our next donation.
Yeah.
Eckhart's Ladder asks, are there any other Star Wars EU booths? Yeah, there's the SWTOR fan community.
Yeah, it's like 4 booths down that way.
Yeah, they've got costumes, props, all sorts of stuff. They've gotten some really cool buttons. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can see it really well, but they have a Satele.
I took a few pictures of Darth Malgus and Satele Shan, kind of doing a little fight.
Wait, cosplayers?
Yeah.
Nice.
I posted it on my Continue the Star Wars Legends Universe Facebook page.
Nice.
So you can find some of that there.
I don't know if there are other booths that are exclusive EU, but
Apparently, there's a Legends hangout on Sunday at 5, but we have
sweet.
no idea where it is. If
I
that,
have not heard that yet.
some girl came by and was like, "Yeah, there's a Legends hangout at 5 on Sunday," but we were like dealing with like 3 other people, so we didn't like get a chance to get any more information than that.
We'll try and find out more about that though.
Yeah, if we can. Oh yeah, and also at the Old Republic booth, they had like Satil's Sean lightsaber.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool prop.
Yeah, the one side of it worked, one didn't. But they handed it to me and they're like, "Yeah, are you a shadow or an assassin?" I'm like, "Oh, a shadow." And they're like, "Do the things from the game." And I'm like, "I don't remember. I don't know." But that was cool. The lightsaber looked really cool.
I played the Jedi Consular as I forget which one. Yeah, the Jedi Shadow. That's the one with the saber staff.
Yeah.
The one move I remember is like the reverse stab, where it's like because it's a saber staff, but like there's like one move where you basically have to.
Yeah.
Basically, have to be in front, facing the back of your opponent, and like their back has to be to you. No, I'm not expressing it right. But basically, they're behind you and you stab them from behind.
Yeah.
With your lightsaber. Yeah, well, Eckhart's Ladder. If we find out more about the EU hangout, we will try and have some representation there.
I think he just means celebration in general.
Celebration in general. Yeah, it's pretty cool here.
Have you been to Celebration before, Eckhart's Ladder? And I don't know where the next one's going to be.
Yeah, I don't think they might announce that this week. Don't they usually announce it? I don't know. This is my first celebration.
Yeah, same.
Valerie
But
says, so the rumors are true about an EU Legends meetup. Awesome. Wish I could be there. Yeah.
I don't know if they're true or not, but apparently, it's just secondhand source that we're given.
If we hear more about it, we will definitely see if we can find out where and have some representation there. Maybe get some pictures if we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Eckhart's Ladder says he's not been to, I'm not sure if Eckhart's is a guy or a girl.
A guy.
Okay. Eckhart's has not been to Celebration before.
Oh. I'd say if it's kind of within your area or close to it, I recommend going. This is my first one. I live in Iowa, and this was like, it's in Chicago, so it's like a 4-hour drive. I have no excuse not to go. And,
hey, if you're watching this and have not subscribed to our channel yet, Aussie Evie says we just need one more subscription till we're at 100, so please subscribe.
Okay, cool. Have at it.
Yeah. Valerie asks, looks more active than last celebration. Just the general location of the booths. Last time you were in the corner. Yeah, we are kind of in the center now, so it might just be that. But neither Ryan nor I were here last time.
Yeah. We're near the back.
These guys were all there, so they would know.
They said last time they went in 2017, when the last celebration was, the Thursday was way more busy this time around than it was back then.
Last time, yeah.
I think a lot of that's due to episode 9 hype.
That would make sense.
Like, this is the last celebration for that, before, the finale, the grand finale.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be here for that. Gotta see that trailer. The Mandalorian's coming out, so there's gonna be a panel on that or something. The Clone Wars episodes. So, if you're a fan of the new canon, you have a lot of reasons to be excited about Star Wars.
Definitely. Valerie says, share a Jason joke with the TSF team for me. Oh boy. There's quite a few. Dylan has uploaded some on Star Wars Legends memes in the past few days, so follow Star Wars Legends memes. That's my page, but Dylan does a lot of the posting.
Yeah, if
I recruited him a couple of years ago, and ever since then, I've hardly had to do any work.
Is Matt on the stream?
It's Matt on the stream. He might be. He was earlier.
Was he?
Yeah. Okay. If Matt, are you watching this? Give us a shout out if you're watching this. Oh, the stream's offline.
No.
The stream's down. The stream's down. Yeah.
No. No. Darn it. We need Brian.
Brian.
Here, I'll tag out.
Oh, we're back. No. It lasted a whole second. That's impressive.
It was 15. There's a big pile of them, too. Did you say we're on?
We were on for like a half a second.
Wait, we're still on?
Yeah, it's stuck.
Okay.
Well, because somebody's replying to the comments here. Is it, oh, we're back again? Okay. Look, yay, we've got a solid moment. Matt Wilkins, if you are watching this. Ooh, we just saw our Mara J cosplay walk by, and she has fabulous bright red hair.
Drop some frames. Okay.
We're still online?
Signal's fine. Yeah, we're still on.
Awesome, yeah. And we're frozen.
It's just the middle of the day seems to be rough, huh?
Did you see the admin chat?
I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting movies on hold after 9.
Interesting.
Okay, so, yeah, we're having some problems. Brian is going to work to fix our stream. Thank you to our new subscribers for following us. You know, 102 subscribers.
The challenge of running a live stream here is unless you have a wired connection, it's not possible. Which is why we're doing our best to use this. So I'll get you going here, guys. Just give me a moment. Hopefully it won't drop completely. What tends to happen is once I get to the limit, I've got to add more. It'll slow down otherwise. How are you doing, sir?
We'll have several copies of the micro series.
Bill got it for me. Amazing. I'm gonna have to go through it. You have no idea how tempting it is. Okay, can I at least show it off?
Yeah.
So those who don't know me that well, the B-Wing fighter is the best starfighter in my opinion. In the correct opinion.
Are we back?
Bill managed to find me this lovely morsel. I'll get you back in a second.
Okay.
And we're also
Oh, Terry says we keep walking the stream at the costumes. Where do you want me to put this?
As long as it gets with us. Bill's pid.
go to the Facebook page, Mary. You can send the pics there.
Yep.
That's no longer updating live.
Oh, that part's not working?
Yeah, that's why I have my phone pulled up while I was YouTube. That
Okay.
just wasn't updating them.
Okay. That
Yeah, that
widget.
about half an hour ago.
That widget must be bad. I'm gonna have to get a new one.
Darth
Treya?
I
Nice.
thought I saw one. Yeah.
Sabayoth costumes or what?
And these shirtless Joy Sebastian costumes or what? No, I have not seen anyone shirtless.
I saw a nihilist.
Are you disappointed? I'm
Not real. I'm not disappointed. I also am not disappointed at the lack of slave layouts. That does not disappoint me either.
That's actually surprising. Usually there's a bunch
We're
of
in
them running around.
Chicago, and it's predicted to be 30 degrees for the majority of the week.
Yeah, but it's like a freaking sauna in here.
Yeah, but it's also Chicago, so they're more prepared for the outside weather.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that.
There's still not that many cosplayers today. I thought there'd be more.
Alright.
It'll be,
This is gonna be
when's
difficult.
the cosplay parade? I never followed that.
This is
usually on
being
Sunday,
difficult, so...
Stream has been flickering in and out, so we'll see if we can get it working consistently.
Apparently it doesn't let me look up my hotspot data there. It is definitely slower.
Oh, I love my girl Star Wars kimono.
So, do you think that shirt yesterday he just made it himself out of the bed sheets?
Which one?
The one in the booth over there, I said I love the shirt.
Possibly.
It was literally the bed sheets.
Possibly. I mean, if you can't use the bed sheets anymore, you gotta make use of them somehow, right? It's not... I mean, this looks like it's going fine. But it is definitely slow on the internet side for here.
Okay, probably around 11:30 I'll head to one of the bookstores.
Oh, by the way, on the other side, the one side I didn't do yesterday, at least half the booths have books.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll need to get one
think
from
we got a
Anderson or
good map
Delray.
out.
I'll need to get one from Anderson or Delray to get us on.
I forgot a pen, so I didn't write it down. But I mean, it was literally like half of them. At least had something to say.
travel?
I'm not sure it's the same issue as it was yesterday.
It just keeps freezing.
It's the signal's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad either. What was the user ID? It's phone number 480.
Looks like
That
we're-
number
no.
there.
Dylan, man,
Step away for 10 minutes and this whole thing goes to heck. Let's see. Bills paid, usage. Youth centers. We've also done all sorts of things. Let's see if I definitely want to. Let's see what our thing is. Oh wait, that's it. That's it. Ah! Stop. Back. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Because I lowered the stream quality, it should only be the only time I have to do it today and maybe for tomorrow too. But when I was back at a 720p, it was going through a gig an hour, which that would have been ridiculous, unfortunately, to keep up. That should be good now, though. Let's see if we're still dropping frames or not. It might take it some time to add it.